joining us online. Next, we have Ms. Shagufta Hassan, Vice President of Finance and Chief Financial Officer at the Aga Khan University. Please join me in welcoming her. Our third panelist is Dr. Rutina Barolia, Professor and Assistant Dean of Clinical Practice at the Aga Khan University School of Nursing. Our fourth panelist is Ms. Khairun Nisa Khan, Principal at Dr. Ruth Pao College of Nursing. And finally, we have Noreen Amin Lalani, Nurse Manager in the Department of Pediatrics at AKUN. Let's give all of them a warm round of applause. Our panel discussion will be moderated by Dr. Salima Gulzar. She is the Associate Professor at AKU Solon and serving as Director of Research and Innovation at AKU Solon. Please welcome Dr. Salima to lead this exciting discussion.
Assalamualaikum. First of all, a very, very happy Nurses and Midwifery Day to all of you. And I'm sure that you are enjoying this day at the most. And now you can see the panelists, so you must be filled with a very good energy. I would like to begin my panel with Iqbal Sher, if you all allow me. इकबाल के शेर हम सबको बहुत पसंद है और वो बड़ी इंस्पिरेशनल है. मंजिल से आगे बढ़कर मंजिल तलाश कर, मंजिल से आगे बढ़कर मंजिल तलाश कर, मिल जाए अगर जो जरिया तो समंदर तलाश कर. पर खूब शीशा तो टूट जाता है पत्थर की चोट से. तो गौर कीजिए, शीशा तो टूट जाता है पत्थर की चोट से, पत्थर जो टूट जाए वो शीशा तलाश कर. So with that, we have our panelists, distinguished panelists here. So I really welcome you all. And we have Dr. Tina Suleiman online. So happy Nurses Day to all of you. So I'll begin my first question to Ms. Gupta because you are sitting very fast. So you are targeted. So in the light of International Midwifery and Nurses, a theme which is highlighting the economic power of care, how do you see the role of investing in the nursing and midwives workforce in achieving substantial cost saving within the healthcare system of AKUH?
Assalamualaikum everyone. I've never seen a more cheerful audience in like 5 years. Good morning, exceptionally, and I cannot remember. Can I answer the question now? Yes. Okay. All right. So, as far as economy is concerned, I would rather put it slightly differently for you. The role that you do, the job that you do, requires a lot of compassion, dedication, commitment, care, empathy, and you name it. But at the end of the day, what exactly are you doing? A person who's coming sick to the hospital, you are taking care of the person and putting your utmost efforts to ensure that the person recovers and goes back home in a good health. Ladies who come to deliver, you ensure that you are able to do the delivery process in a way that the baby is delivered in a way that the family is happy, you are happy with the outcome. If babies come to you for immunization, you are again ensuring that the immunization is delivered and administered appropriately to ensure that the child's requirements are met. Imagine one polio drop being not administered, one baby not being delivered correctly, one patient who's undergoing chemo, you make a mistake. One person who's getting a surgery done does not get the correct surgery correctly done. Can you imagine the impact on the household? Can you imagine the kind of economic situation and the mental situation of that family? So do not ever underestimate the power that you hold, the work that you do, because what you do brings happiness to the family, brings immense joy to the family, and you are a part and parcel of that. I always tell my doctors, Dr. Farath is there, Mirad is there, I don't know how many other physicians, Asim, that the doctor gives instructions in 10 minutes and is gone. You are there 24 hours for the patients to serve them and to ensure that the guidelines from the doctors are implemented appropriately. So on the economic front, obviously, when you're bringing people to life, you're bringing families back on their feet. You're bringing sick patients into the workforce again. Obviously, there is a very, very big economic impact. Imagine a father of 4 if this person dies. Can you imagine the economic impact on this family? Can you imagine the mental trauma that the family goes through? So nurses play a pivotal role in ensuring that the economic impact is there. What nurses are doing these days, you are in administering care, you are in education, you are in research, you are in administrative roles, and a lot of other functions. And in all your functions, from a earning point of view, you are not only doing the primary care that the nurses are supposed to do, but you're part of the economic engine of the country. And you are generating income, you're creating employment, you are adding to the taxation, and therefore you are playing a very important role in making sure that the economic wheels of not only your household, of the institution, of the patients, but the country is working. So, very, very big economic role which you're playing.
I think this is so well expressed, Shugufta Hassan Saiba. And I think in economic development, every now and there are researches happening that if you are investing in health and nurses are taking care of all primary care, then you are reducing the poverty rate. Because all the poverties are increasing globally in LMIC just because health is not being taken care of by the community and individual. So thank you so much. Now moving towards our panelist, Dr. Zeenat, I'm coming to you. Am I audible to you? Great, great. So thank you so much for all this sweet, vibrant smile. So I have a question for you now. Recognizing the crucial role of a regional CEO in orchestrating the healthcare strategies and their significant impact on the overall healthcare system, could you please share some light on how strategies, reforms, or initiatives undertaken on those other part of the region can be adopted here in Pakistan to, strengthen the healthcare system? Over to you.
Thank you very much. To start with, Assalamu alaikum, and a very, very happy International Nurses and Midwifery Day too. And also, thank you for inviting me to be part of this panel. Before I go to East Africa, well, I am there. So before I take all of you guys to East Africa, let me just think through why this year theme is the role of nurses in health economics and health environment. And I think my view is that while we all have always talked about nurses' role to be in caring, care. We are the passionate people. We are the people with heart. But I think it's important today we ask ourselves as nurses, what is our role to do with health economics, especially in the institutions we work? What is the nurses' leadership, bedside nurses, community nurses' role in understanding the budgets and economics of our own institution? Because at the end of the day, a nurse who opens two sterile packs because one pack fell down or whatever, that is being charged to someone. That money, that thinking of who is paying is very important, which all nurses, nurses at bedside, nurses leaders, nurses administrators, and teachers, we need to look at the macro aspect of health economics and micro aspect of health economics. Who is paying? Someone is paying, guys. Our paycheck is being paid by someone. Who is paying our paycheck which comes to our table? And I think nurses play an extremely important role in understanding the health economics. We are not very strong at it, first one to accept, and I think that is where the Aga Khan University, the curriculum needs to pay attention to it. The Aga Khan Health Services and the nursing division needs to pay attention to it, to ask help from people like Shagufta and her teams to explain to us who pays, how does it all get paid, and how do we contribute towards managing this. Every penny counts. So this is where I want to say to all of us nurses sitting around the table, it is not them, it is not Shagufta, it is all of us as nurses who work together with our finance leadership, with our other leadership to ensure that we grow together as a healthcare system. Coming to East Africa. East Africa is and its health economics. I think we all are nowadays talking about UHC, universal health care, in one way or the other. I know within Pakistan we are talking about that in some provinces and some more louder than the others. But in East Africa, we are seeing more and more the social health insurance, UHC, coming in. And what does that mean to us when I put my head of our regional CEO or as a nurse? What it means is that health needs to be looked at the full spectrum from prevention all the way to cure. We cannot look at health just in a tertiary care hospital. As Aga Khan Development Network Health System, what is that spectrum of care for us, which we relate to our governments and our health economics gurus who are planning it? So, starting with prevention, going into primary, secondary, tertiary, and beyond is what the health economics is looking like to us here in East Africa. We are putting our heads together to say, what can we offer at all this juncture to our population? Do we really need resident doctors in the secondary care center, or strong nurses, nurse practitioners, nurse midwives can manage the roles of those functions or healthcare need, which doesn't require the higher or more experienced healthcare cadre? So that's the discussion which we are going through. How do we make reliable packages? Can I give a delivery package to a mother in a small village where my antenatal and perinatal is covered, including postnatal is covered? Do I need to have assurance of health economics to my insurers and my government? So lots of thinking where I think nurses can play an extremely important role of being proactive and coming out and giving the roles which the legal framework accepts and has given it to us. Community health nursing and midwifery, delivering in the community, advanced practice nursing, and so on and so forth. And I think that is where I see East Africa moving very aggressively. We are working with our finance colleagues, Shagufta being one of our partners, looking at how do we deal with this changing environment of universal healthcare, affordable healthcare, healthcare to majority of the people with the small amount of pot which we have available. And I'm a firm believer that finance and clinicians, doctors and nurses need to put their heads together to really work around a modality to deal with issues such as this. Thank you.
I think so. You must have heard the applause for you, Dr. Tina. It was really well taken and appreciated by our audience. And you rightly mentioned about that the segregations that are there in place where one department is not talking to other, organization is not talking to other organization, even within AKD. And I think that has to be done. And then how we are going to connect us with the government public sector. And as you have talked about APN, so our guru and the person, the lady behind this APN is right sitting in as a panelist here, Dr. Rubina. So I'm moving towards you, Dr. Rubina, as we are looking forward to the emerging role of APN in developing world within its transformative potential in the healthcare system. How do you see the overall role contributing to strengthen the healthcare system, and how it's going to save in terms of the economical empowerment?
Thank you, Salima. And lot has been already said by Dr. Singh. So I would just like to mention few component or few elements in context of Pakistan and in context of nursing education and nursing practice in Pakistan. So if we see nursing practice, nursing education, when we started master's program, it was generic because it was the need of the country. We need leaders, we need educators, that we did as a generic program. But then we identified that now after 12 years of giving this generic education, we need some specialized clinical education which is required to improve the clinical practice in Pakistan. And APN, which is Advanced Practice Nursing role, is the role where nurse clinician can move from a generic BSc nurse to master's clinical nurse to APN role. And if we see the nursing practice, which is nursing services and the nursing practice in the hospital, in the community, we see the roles of educators from instructor to professor. We see the administrator role from maybe head nurse to nursing superintendent or nursing director. But we do not have any role for nurse clinician. If a clinician or nurse is a good clinician, excellent clinician, and interest is in a clinical work, there is no opportunity for her or him to upgrade himself or herself to have a good career ladder and improve the patient's outcome or the community outcome. So for that, there are many dialogues, debates we have done with the Pakistan Nursing Council, Nursing and Midwifery Council. We have also been having a lot of meetings in healthcare commissions also, and with government also, to see how we can improve the career development of those nurses who are a good clinician and can contribute to a better patient outcome, hence contribute in the economic development. So therefore, we since 3 years, I think we have started this journey from 2016, and we have literature is from the UK, European countries, from Australia. The economic impact is already being very much literature based, and it is being evidence that there is an improvement in the economy, in the economic development if we introduce advanced practice nurses. Little example, we have introduced lactation services now, and we have seen the economic and financial in terms of rupees, but also in terms of how child nutrition, how neonatal and infant nutrition and mother satisfaction is is calculated. So the nutrition impact, the financial impact of these 3 months of lactation services only, entailing 14 mothers per week. So that has created a great impact in terms of rupees, in terms of mother satisfaction, and in terms of later on. So that's where, thank you. So that's to introduce this role so that increases career development, and nurses, those nurses who are a good clinician, can see their role advancement in the nursing practice. There is a lot to say about, because this is almost now, this is 16 years of journey, but still we have not introduced this APN role, and I'm hoping to see this role in this year or the next year, inshallah, and then we are the lead. We will be the leading institution to see this role and see the impact, not only patients in the community outcome, but also in the economic impact. Thank you.
Dr. Rubina, I know this is something coming from your heart, and our leadership, is striving for that, including our current dean, Dr. Taibeen, and I can see Dr. Murthy in the audience, and Dr. Rubina, I'm not sure whether she is there today, but they have all put heart and soul along with all the finance leadership, Mr. Gupta and Dr. Bilgrami and all, but I'm sure that hard work will pay off. So moving towards Ms. Harunisa, to you now, you've been, very patiently waiting for your turn. I know, but it will be a privilege to hear your perspective. That with your experience of serving at
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to all of you, and happy Nurses and Midwifery Day. First of all, I'm very thankful to administration, Dr. Tazeen and team to invite me here on this precious occasion. जिस तरह सलीमा गुलजार ने बात की, मैं थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिकली बात करूंगी, एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर करूंगी, अचीवमेंट शेयर करूंगी, और बहुत कुछ करना है बाकी यहाँ। मैं क्योंकि कंट्रोलर से नर्सिंग एग्जामिनेशन बोर्ड रही हूँ 6 इयर्स, डायरेक्टर नर्सिंग, डिप्टी डायरेक्टर नर्सिंग, असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर नर्सिंग, एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव पोस्ट पे काम किया है, पॉलिसी मेकिंग में रही हूँ, पाकिस्तान नर्सिंग काउंसिल की मेंबर रही हूँ। बहुत कुछ हमें फेस भी करना पड़ता है। ड्यूरिंग जब कोविड आया, मैं कंट्रोलर नर्सिंग बोर्ड थी और हमारी डायरेक्टोरेट की तमाम पोस्ट वैकेंट थी। मुझे डिप्टी डायरेक्टर का भी चार्ज मिला और फोकल पर्सन नर्सिंग से जो है वर्क करने का मुझे मौका भी मिला। कोविड को हम ये कह सकते हैं कि नर्सिस के लिए, मिडवाइफ के लिए, आई थिंक ये अपॉर्चुनिटी थी। हमारा हेल्थ केयर सिस्टम जीरो से स्टार्ट हुआ, हम डेवलपिंग कंट्री है, हमारी कोई प्रिपरेशन नहीं थी। जब मुझे टास्क मिला सबसे पहले एयरपोर्ट पे कि आपने टास्क फोर्स देनी है, तो डेफिनेटली हमारे पास हॉस्पिटल में ऑलरेडी नर्सिस की शॉर्टेज है, क्वालिफाइड नर्सिस नहीं है, हम कहाँ से देते। हमारे शायद यहाँ पर ग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट्स भी बैठे होंगे, तो हम उनको क्लैपिंग भी करते हैं, अप्रिशिएट भी करते हैं। जितनी टास्क फोर्स थी हमारी फाइनल ईयर स्टूडेंट्स की, 3rd ईयर के, 2nd ईयर के, उन टास्क फोर्स को हमने ट्रेन भी किया और डिप्यूट भी किया। तो हमने एयरपोर्ट से लेकर सक्खर में बहुत बड़ा कोविड का सेंटर बना था, वहां पर हमने डिप्यूट किया। पूरे सिम में तकरीबन हमारे 4,000 to 5,000 नर्सेज ने वर्क किया, जिनको ड्यूरिंग कोविड हमने ट्रेन किया, पीपीई प्रोवाइड की। बहुत सारा मीडिया ये कह रहा था कि पीपीई नहीं दे रहे थे। सिंध गवर्नमेंट ने जितना अच्छा काम कोविड में किया, हमारा सेम ऑनलाइन होता था। हमारी ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर मैडम हजरत जो सुबह 8 बजे ऑफिस में होती थी, और मुझे याद है कि मुझे एक बार 7:30 बजे कॉल आई, खैर उन्नीसा इन्होंने जो है वो टेम्परेचर नहीं देखा है, ये देख नहीं रही। तो मैंने कहा मैडम मैं देखती हूँ, तो पता चला कि वो कुछ स्टूडेंट्स को उन्होंने किट प्रोवाइड नहीं की थी, कंप्लीट चीजें नहीं थी, जिसकी वजह से फिर डॉक्टर जफर वहाँ डिप्यूट थे, उनको मैंने कॉल की, स्टूडेंट्स को कहा। WHO की डॉक्टर सारा जो कि हेड है यहाँ सिंह की, वो और हम कोलैबोरेशन में काम कर रहे थे। हम आगा खान को भी अप्रिशिएट करते हैं। डॉक्टर रबीना के साथ भी हमने प्रोजेक्ट किया। ऑल्सो में जो नर्सिस थे उनको ट्रेन किया। हमने पैरेलल टू वे में वर्क किया। एक तो हमारा स्टूडेंट था जो वॉलंटियर, अभी इकोनॉमी की बात हो रही है ना, तो हमने सिंध की, पाकिस्तान की इकोनॉमी को भी प्रिवेंट किया। अरबों का बजट बचाया, फ्री सर्विस दी, वॉलंटियर सर्विस दी। 24 आवर्स हम ड्यूटीज पे होते थे। एक्सपो सबसे बड़ा सेंटर था जिसमें HDU, ICU तमाम ट्रेन करके हमने नर्सें दी। और बहुत बार ऐसा भी हुआ कि ब्रिगेडियर साहब ने पूरी टीम बहाल कर दी। मुझे आज के आज अरेंज करके देना है। और न्यू चाहिए, टेक्निकल चाहिए, एक्सपर्ट्स चाहिए, कोई मिस्टेक नहीं चाहिए। कुछ मिस्टेक्स हुई थी जिसको उन्होंने रिकॉर्ड किया। और हमारी बोर्ड की मीटिंग थी, सेक्रेटरी साहब ने कहा खैरुन्निसा सब कुछ छोड़ो, ये करना है। तो हमने वो काम किया। और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ऐसा नहीं है कि हमारे नर्सिस स्टूडेंट्स जो थे, फर्स्ट तो क्राई आया कि भाई कोविड है, आप बच्चों को भेज रहे हो। यस, दे आर फ्रंट लाइन सोल्जर्स, इन्होंने ही काम करना है। आर्म फोर्सेस काम करती है, यहाँ पर हम फोर्सेस थे। दिस इज बायोबोर, तो हमें तो फेस करना है। तो कोविड में हमने तकरीबन 7,000 to 8,000 लोगों को ट्रेन किया, जिसमें आगा खान, UNFPA, WHO, डिफरेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो NGO थे, उन्होंने हमें सपोर्ट की। हमने ट्रेन भी किया और डिप्यूट भी किया। और मेरे ख्याल में वर्ल्ड लेवल पे उन लोगों को ये पता चला कि नर्सिस की इम्पोर्टेंट क्या है। हमें फौरन से बहुत डिमांड आई। फिर बहुत सारे नर्सिस बाहर भी भेज दिए गए, जिसपे पता चला कि शॉर्टेज हो गई, हमारे पास मास्टर्स नहीं है। लेकिन अभी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, क्योंकि हमारा डिप्लोमा प्रोग्राम जो है वो फेडिंग आउट हुआ। 2018 में हमारा लास्ट सेशन था। 19 में हम प्रिपेयर ही नहीं थे, लेकिन प्रेसिडेंट हाउस से ये आ गया कि आपने खत्म करना है, जबकि हम पैरेलल चला सकते थे। प्रिपरेशन के बगैर हमें स्टार्ट करना बहुत मुश्किल था। तो हमारे लिए बिग चैलेंज था कि हम किस तरह करें। हमारे पास इक्विपमेंट की शॉर्टेज है, हमारे पास फैकल्टी की शॉर्टेज है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हमारा उस लिहाज से नहीं है। तो हर चीज में हमने कॉप करना था। 19 में पूरे पाकिस्तान में गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर में कोई एडमिशन नहीं हुआ BS में। लेकिन 2020 में हमने, मुझे वापस से, क्योंकि मैं कंट्रोलर थी, बीच में दूसरे लोग आ गए, कुछ इशू हमारे सर बैठे हैं। गवर्नमेंट ये आता है कि आपकी जब ट्रांसफर पोस्टिंग हो जाते हैं तो बहुत सारी चीजें आपकी पेंडिंग चली जाती है। और अगर एक्सपर्ट लीडर सीट पे नहीं है तो आपके काम पेंडिंग जाते हैं। तो ये इशू आता है। फिर खैर हमने 2020 में जब स्टार्ट किया, मैडम अजरा को तो मैं बहुत अप्रिशिएट करती हूँ। और नर्सिस और मिडवाइफ के लिए ड्यूरिंग कोविड में जो जो समरीज हमने भेजी, हमने तकरीबन मोर देन 150-17 ग्रेड के नर्सिंग इंस्ट्रक्टर की पोस्टें क्रिएट की। वो समरी हमारी अप्रूव हुई। हमने कॉलेजेस का SCD अलग किया, बजट अलग किया, मेडिकल सुपरिटेंडेंट्स के अंडर थे, उनको इंडिपेंडेंट किया, उनके लिए बजट क्रिएट किया, लर्निंग रिसोर्सेज, इक्विपमेंट सारे हमने क्रिएट किए। जो जो समरी हमारी जाती थी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वो अप्रूव होती थी। और कॉलेज इस टाइम हम कह सकते हैं कि मिनिमम क्राइटेरिया मीट करते हैं पब्लिक सेक्टर के। इसके अलावा हमारे पास, क्योंकि स्टूडेंट्स का सर्विस दे रहे हैं गवर्नमेंट में, तो हमारे वॉलंटियर सर्विस दे रहे हैं, हम क्लिनिकल सपोर्ट देते हैं, स्टाफ की शॉर्टेज होती है। तो यहाँ पर 15,000 का स्टाइपेंड था, 30,000 स्टाइपेंड भी करवाया हमने। तो ये भी हमारी ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर को क्रेडिट जाता है कि उन्होंने स्टाइपेंड भी किया।
देखिए ये नर्सिंग, ये इस बात पे बड़ी खुश हो जाएंगी खैरुन्निसा। वो कहेंगी हमने हेल्थ केयर सिस्टम में तो ट्रेनिंग कर दी, आपने हमें क्या बेनिफिट दिया। तो ये वाला बड़ा अच्छा पॉइंट है कि तालियां थोड़ी ज्यादा बजनी चाहिए।
बिल्कुल,
तो जोर से तालियां बजाए तो और थोड़ा रेट।
तकरीबन हमने 1,000 नर्सेस की समरी भी भेजी। अगर मैं पॉपुलेशन की बात करूं, हम प्रैक्टिकली आ जाते हैं यूनिवर्सल हेल्थ कवरेज पे। अभी तक हमारे पास हेल्थ केयर मॉडल नहीं है, हम डॉक्टर्स मॉड्यूल पे जा रहे हैं। डॉक्टर्स हमारे पास सिर्फ में 20,000 है, लेकिन नर्सेज हमारे पास बहुत शॉर्टेज है, ओनली 4,000। LHP और CMW मिलाते हैं तो 6,000, जबकि KP हमसे छोटा सूबा है, वहाँ पर भी तकरीबन 8,000 नर्सेज है। तो हम इस लिहाज से बहुत पीछे हैं। ये जो स्टूडेंट्स की सपोर्ट है, अगर ये हमारे पास ना हो तो मेरे ख्याल में हमारे हेल्थ केयर सिस्टम फेलियर में चला जाए।
लोग नहीं जाते उसमें ले लेंगे
मेरी जो एक बिग समरी थी, जो मैंने नेशनल लेवल पे भी प्रेजेंट की है, यूनिवर्सल हेल्थ कवरेज अचीवमेंट की बात करते हैं हम। लेकिन उसके अंदर नर्सेज कहाँ है? प्राइमरी हेल्थ केयर में हमारे नर्सेज ही नहीं है। डिस्ट्रिक्ट नर्सिंग ऑफिसर इंशाल्लाह आप लोग जब तक क्वालिफाइड होंगे, जो स्टूडेंट्स बैठे हैं, हमारा 5 ईयर का प्रोजेक्ट है, ये पोस्टें क्रिएट हो जाएंगी। डिस्ट्रिक्ट नर्सिंग ऑफिसर हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में होनी चाहिए। हमारे पास डायरेक्टर नर्सिंग सर्विसेज, जिस तरह डॉक्टर्स हैं इस तरह डायरेक्टर नर्सिंग सर्विसेज होने चाहिए हर डिवीजन में। उसके अलावा प्राइमरी हेल्थ केयर नर्स, पब्लिक हेल्थ केयर नर्स, जिसकी समरी हमने डिपार्टमेंट में मूव की हुई है। हर साल हम उम्मीद करते हैं, क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट एक साल काम नहीं कर सकती सारा, लेकिन हम कहते हैं कि इस साल में हमें कुछ मिल जाए, नेक्स्ट ईयर में हमें कुछ मिल जाए। मैनेजमेंट कैडर जिस तरह डॉक्टर्स का आ गया, उस तरह हमने भी इंट्रोड्यूस किया है, ताकि मैनेजमेंट कैडर पे क्वालिफाइड लोग हों और वो काम कर सके। होपफुली ये तमाम चीजें जो है हमारी हो जाएंगी। जिस तरह डॉक्टर रबीना बात कर रही है नर्स प्रैक्टिशनर की और एडवांस नर्स प्रैक्टिशनर की, करिकुलम्स पे भी हमारा वर्कअप चल रहा है। बीएस के बाद आप नर्स प्रैक्टिशनर पे जा सकते हैं, जो इंडोर काम करेंगे, और मास्टर्स के बाद आप इंडियन एडवांस नर्स प्रैक्टिशनर पे जाओगे, जो कि इंडिपेंडेंट क्लिनिक कर सकते हैं, हाइपरटेंशन की कर सकते हो, डायबिटीज की कर सकते हो। तो बहुत सारे प्रिवेंटिव मेयर हैं जिसपे नर्सेज बहुत अच्छा काम कर सकती हैं। CMW जिस तरह के 2 साल का ही कोर्स है, लेकिन 5 डोमेन्स पे काम कर रही है। नेटल, प्री नेटल, पोस्ट नेटल, फैमिली प्लानिंग, इम्यूनाइजेशन। तो यहाँ पर आप लोग तो माशाल्लाह मोर कॉम्पिटेंट हो। जिस तरह ये नर्सेज की जो हम पोस्टों की बात कर रहे हैं, पब्लिक हेल्थ नर्स, डिस्ट्रिक्ट नर्सिंग ऑफिसर, आई थिंक इस सिस्टम में सर हम आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे, प्लीज इसको सपोर्ट करें। बहुत सारी जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिलेंगी और हमारा सिस्टम हेल्थ केयर सिस्टम इम्प्रूव करें। और जी, इकोनॉमिकली साउंड होगा। डॉक्टर्स को हम रिमोट एरियाज में भेज देते हैं, लेकिन वो वहाँ पर होते नहीं हैं। वो पैरामेडिकल होता है जो काम नहीं करता, तो नर्सेज वो लोग हैं जो काम करते हैं और बड़े ऑनेस्टली काम करते हैं।
I think we couldn't agree more with what Carolina has mentioned. I think this is the way to go, and I know the leadership behind all the nursing. You all leadership are a great support of nurses, and you could hear the applause for you people. But yes, अभी हमने तो टर्शरी केयर में APN के रोल की बात की है, लेकिन डॉक्टर तरीन की लीडरशिप में और प्रीवियस डीन की लीडरशिप में हम फैमिली हेल्थ नर्सेज की बात कर रहे हैं, जो विल बी परफॉर्मिंग एट community level, or maybe Carolina and I had a detailed talk about it, that how we can implement as a public health sector and the private public partnership can happen again. So probably this is something that key message, and probably a homework for you and your team to get it done, and really we need your support to move it forward. Thank you so much, Ms. Candice, for such a detailed, impactful expression of your voice. And moving towards Noni. Noni, since you are working at the Bancher Pediatric Department and you are very closely working with patients and nurses, how do you see economic care and the nurses' role? If you can share a few of the practical examples with us, that would be great.
First of all, from this forum, I should say a very happy International Nurses Day and Day of Advice to all my colleagues over here. And especially today I'm realizing that most like you should never be the last speaker. Because after much have been said, and I guess most of the things have been highlighting, especially after Ms. Canvas had mentioned so much of good, information and recommendations that, the group is so much cherished. But I would like to also re-emphasize, the nursing as we see that it is the essential part of life of health actually. And I don't see role of nurse in only one domain, but it is a paradigm that you can say that, about promoting health, prevention of, illness, and about treatment. So as immunization, about diabetes, about hypertension, it has been said, but we know that if it is immunization, we recently celebrated week of immunization in our Department of Pediatrics. But just think if these nurses and midwives are not there in the community in convincing parents the importance of the vaccination, how much disease we would be facing and how much the impact it would have on our economy and our climate. Hypertension and diabetes, a very simple intervention of lifestyle modification. If we can prevent, how much
prevention of disease we are doing, but that intervention, to implement those intervention, we need nurses and midwives for health education. Coming to the point of what interventions we are doing at hospital services, I think there is a list, but I will highlight only three of here. So I see utilization of the artificial intelligence by nurses, because that is what is upcoming. Nurses are utilizing those at the bedside, and what it will give, and it is giving in return, is resource utilization and effective use of those resources. So one of our critical care area is using patient monitoring system, which actually predict before 6 to 8 hours that if a patient is going to cold or deteriorate. Now, in those 6 to 8 hours, this is identified by nurses, highlighted by nurses to the physician, because they are around 24/7, and the intervention which they are taking in those 6 to 8 hours. Just think if that child is coded, how much human and material resource, high risk of patient safety, and the mental burden on the parents and the family we would be giving if we couldn't prevent those. We are working with pharmacy. We are working actually with our many partners at the hospital, but pharmacy is something that we can, I think, mention. So, like we give medication in different doses to patients, and every time we really have to think, is it really important that we have to open a new vial and a new ampule every time? Or can we reuse it? So we have worked on many medication to have prefilled syringes, to have divided doses, to have modified drug dose systems, and that have actually bring about. So it has reduced the working hours. It has reduced the impact on the economy. It has reduced the impact on the climate. So one of our team from the orthopedic team and surgery nursing, they are working with international community that how you can reduce the burden of fracture in the geriatric population. Now we know that in the geriatric population, fall is one of the leading cause of death. So how if nurses' roles are it is enhanced in counseling and preventive strategies for these patients, we would have a dramatic impact on the definitely the society and the community and overall society. So in a nutshell, I would say if we value and protect, respect and invest in our nurses and nursing is bound to give you healthy communities, very thriving economy, responsive societies, and definitely a powerful nation. Thank you. Thank you.
So मैं तो आपकी ये सोच रही थी ऑप्शन में होने के बावजूद आपने इतनी लंबी माशाल्लाह स्टोरी बताई पहले होती तो आप क्या करती लेकिन very very inspirational kind of expression of your thoughts. So now Nishi Gusta, one last message if you want to share with everybody.
जनाब जींदे साहब, आपके लिए मुझे कहना था
Nishi Gusta जी आ जाए थोड़ी देखिए प्लीज
आपने कहा हमारा फंक्शन अंग्रेजी में है, उर्दू में नहीं है, सिंधी में नहीं है, तो मैं आपको एड्रेस करती हूँ भली करे आया हमारी घड़ी घड़ी ठहर the second thing about the recommendation that you made, we'll be happy to look at it. Please submit it to us in writing, whatever is required. Our nursing colleagues will be happy to look at it. AKU has up to now and will continue to collaborate with the government. So whatever is the requirement, please send it to us in writing. Thank you for participating. और आपने जो शेर से शुरू किया करने, मैं आपको नर्सों के लिए बताती हूँ. सितारों के आगे जहाँ और भी है. अभी आपके प्रोफेशन के इम्तिहान
ये तो वो कहते ना तुलसी रंग पे हाथ रख देना हमारे से इम्तिहान ऐसे जो खत्म ही नहीं होते और वो पीजी एनएफएस और एनलेट से भी ज्यादा मुश्किल है लेकिन आई थिंक विद यूनिटी एंड विद ऑल पावरफुल लीडरशिप वी कैन डू दैट. एक महात्मा गांधी के एक बहुत अच्छा उन्होंने सेंस दिया था मैं उसे एंड करूंगी और फिर अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है तो हम 2 क्वेश्चन ले सके.